Hey you folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to today's Steam Summer Sale video. It is June 28th. There's only a couple of days left to the Steam Summer Sale, so if you haven't gotten what you're looking for, hopefully it'll come up soon. Of course, usually on the last day, there's like a retrospective deal or something of some of the most popular games that were on the sale for the rest of the thing. So, a few things to talk about today. Of course, if you did miss yesterday's sales, they're still up there. There's a lot of really good ones there. Tropical 4, Banished. Wow, tons of them are really good. You can watch my video from yesterday if you missed out on that. So, starting up on a few games to talk about today, we've got Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator is a goat simulator. It's kind of a broken physics type of game where you go around as a goat and do stupid things and whatever. Some people have accused this of being sort of a YouTuber bait, a PewDiePie bait, sort of to make kind of trying to encourage YouTubers to make silly videos about the things that the game hopefully sells. Is it fun? Maybe. I don't know. It depends on your sense of humor and maybe how much you've had to drink. It's certainly funny, I suppose, because you can do all these crazy things as a goat. I'm not necessarily going to go out and recommend this purchase, though. But, you know, it is what it is. Next up, we have Shadowrun Returns. Shadowrun Returns is probably the #1 thing I have in my Steam library that I'm the most sad about, the fact that I haven't gotten a chance to play, because I love Shadowrun. I love the setting, like the role-playing game. I've played the pen and paper version of Shadowrun for, like, I'm going to say 20 years at this point, actually. It might only be 19 years, but I've been playing Shadowrun on pen and paper for a very, very long time. I was also a fan of the old, Super Nintendo release that was really good. And there have been many, many, many Shadowrun games over the years. This one was kind of cool because it was built in sort of almost like an indie-style Kickstarter kind of way. There were some industry veterans there, but it was very much a ground-up community effort. And I believe it's really quite good, especially if you get the isn't there an expansion, the Dragonfall maybe, that really adds a lot of content to the game? Again, I can't talk about this from an actual I have played this personally kind of game, but it is really good. It is a cyberpunky kind of setting. You know, it's set in the year 2054, and yeah, magic has returned to the world. So it is our world, but somewhere, somehow, magic came back. All of a sudden, first of all, a whole lot of people suddenly turned into elves or orcs and dwarves and trolls and things like that, although a big number of people are still human, and some people can use magic, and other people are hackers, and some people just go full cybernetics and kill everything with machine guns. Great, great, great setting, and I've heard that this game is very enjoyable, and I really wish that I did. Maybe I should just do one live stream. Just do this one day. We'll see. The Thief series. This is, well, or just Thief. I guess this is the sort of reborn kind of version of this. I've played the original Thief game and maybe Thief 2, and this is like a stealth kind of heist kind of game. Generally speaking, you're trying not to get noticed at all. You're trying to do like non-lethal takedowns of people if possible, and you've got various missions to steal things, and lots of really interesting and weird arrows. Like there's like, I don't know if this is one of them, but they've got like water arrows that you can use to put out torches, for example, to increase your stealthiness. Now, I don't think that this version of the Thief was like considered to be like the best and greatest of all Thief games ever. But it doesn't mean that it's necessarily bad, and it's a great franchise. I haven't played this particular one yet, but I like it quite a bit. Interesting. Thief, the Bank Heist. Makes me think of the Payday 2, the Bank Heist DLC. So anyway, there you have it. Thief, I really love the franchise. Don't know about this game one way or another. Next up, we've got Chivalry Medieval Warfare. And so this is an interesting game in a genre that's really being developed quite a bit. I'm going to say that probably Mount and Blade is the thing that sort of started this medieval hand-to-hand combat kind of resurgence in games. And Chivalry is by a completely different developer and so on and so forth. But it's the same sort of thing. It's best described as something like Call of Duty or Battlefield, but with knights that are, you know, hacking each other with swords and that sort of thing. It is multiplayer driven. You play online and you do those sorts of things, and it is considered to be pretty good there. I will say that there is a competitor for it called War of the Roses, which is by the same publishers, the people who made Mount and Blade. So Mount and Blade was published by Paradox, and War of the Roses also was. And then there's War of the Vikings, which is the newest thing in this sort of medieval combat kind of genre, and they all have different things that they bring to the party there. Next up, Garrys Mod. Is this even a game? No, I don't think so. Garrys Mod is like a sandbox engine, basically, for that, you know, the standard Valve, Team Fortress, Half-Life type of engine. And you can do weird, goofy things. Of course, it's got a very strong physics engine. That's, I think, really where the root of things came from. You can sort of build machines and have them do things. But people have used this Garrys Mod as a base for all kinds of other sub-games and mods, like further mods, like mods or something like that. And there's a lot of content to be had in it. So if you either like to build things or play things that get used, like people set up servers that have specific rule sets, and I don't know, it's weird and bizarre, but kind of awesome. So Garrys Mod it's a weird sandboxy kind of whatchamacallit, and it's also dirt cheap. So if that idea appeals to you, a physics sandbox, then go for it. All right, Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. Oh, man, I've loved Baldur's Gate so much over time, like you would not believe. Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2. Note that if you ever played the PlayStation version of a game called Baldur's Gate, it's nothing. They're completely unrelated, basically. It was just mostly kind of a weird licensing, trademark, copyright thing, which is why they're named the same thing. But Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 has always been very good, and the Enhanced Edition really did add quite a bit to the game. That modernized it, because they originally came out in, like, I don't know, the late 90s or something crazy like that. And yeah, I definitely recommend both these games. You can jump into Baldur's Gate 2 directly without having played the first Baldur's Gate, although I still think the first Baldur's Gate is very good. The second Baldur's Gate is really good. So there is a potential that you might miss a few things of the story here and there if you didn't play the first one, but if you want to, you could just play this one. That would be okay. Nice deep discount on there, which is really good. And yeah, really good multiplayer for these things now too. I know with the original Baldur's Gate, even on the re-release, there was some awkwardness there, but they've introduced a new service, a new matchmaking service, and that has been retroactively applied to the Baldur's Gate 1 Enhanced Edition and also Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. That promises to make things a lot better, and I definitely recommend this game. The graphics are going to be a little dated in ways, although the new high-res sort of mod that, which is basically the reason for the Enhanced Edition, really does make things quite bearable, so definitely recommend it. And then we've got Portal 2. If you don't know what Portal is, what? You're crazy. Something. I don't know. I mean, there's something about the charm of the original Portal, that original discovery of the game, and like the weird physics and the brilliant writing and voice acting that will simply never be matched. It doesn't matter. It's one of those things. It's like, it doesn't matter how good Matrix 2 and 3 were. It'll never be the Matrix 1, in that Matrix 1 is all about that sense of discovery of like, whoa, what? Oh, there's computers running everything, what? And so it's the same thing with Portal. I mean, you're not going to be shocked about the fact that, oh, you know, GLaDOS is kind of out to get you or something like that. But there's some good twists. There's a lot more gameplay. And, of course, Portal 2 has the multiplayer feature. So if you haven't gotten around to do that, hey, look at that. They've got a 2-pack for you. So there you are. And look at this, the Valve Complete Pack, 24 items. Crazy sauce. 95 Metacritic. It's hard to get any critics to agree about something, and they agree that Portal 2, pretty good game. Anyway, that brings us to the end of today's Steam sale video. There are a couple more games on the list, but I don't really have... I haven't played Wolfenstein New Order yet, and also I have not played Football Manager. Of course, this will be the soccer football type of version. And if you're into sports management games, if you like, you know, spreadsheets and graphs and stuff, I mean, these are considered to be exceptionally good games, these Football Managers. Obviously, they're not necessarily going to appeal to everyone, but there you have it. $12.49. Football Manager. Yeah, anyway. And of course, there's always going to be flash sales that bring different things, but these are going to be changed so quick that it's hardly worth talking about. So, I guess that's it, and hopefully we will see you tomorrow.